So back to your point about your original question.
Did it galvanize the team? Did it make them better? Did it make them more determined? I'm going to say yes.
In a way, I think adversity and in my opinion, unnecessary controversy usually bolsters a team. But this team had some great chemistry already. They like to say that Brown and Tatum don't like each other. You know,
Really?
some people have said that. Yeah, Jaylen Brown is a very private person and doesn't really interact well. I hadn't seen that.
I haven't seen that.
I hadn't seen that.
These guys are like peas in the pod.
Yeah, but why don't we take a phone call because we have a caller on the line? I'm pretty sure it's Wayne. We started to recognize the phone numbers here on the show.
Okay, let's find out what Wayne's got for us.
All right. Go ahead, Wayne, if that's you or whoever it is. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh.
Can you hear me okay?
We're on, Wayne.
I think you might have to turn down your phone.
Yeah.
on your radio.
I just did. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
I just want to say my condolences to the Minnesota Lynx team for getting that championship robbed and stolen from them.
Why do you belabor the point? It's a corrupt league.
Oh,
I sent you the tape. Everybody knows how bad. It's the worst run league in the world, the WNBA. They shouldn't even be in business.
That commissioner should be out of a job. I mean, that was just blatant highway robbery.
Blatant. They didn't even care. But they don't. Why should they care? They get subsidized, and no matter how much money they lose, how many bad decisions they make, how many faux pas, misspeaking, just bad behavior they get away with. Why should they care? They're like a petulant child that has been pampered their whole life. They shouldn't care. They can feel like they can get away with anything. And yes, unbelievable.
I also want to say congratulations to Brad Stevens. Again. A masterful job that he's doing with the Boston Celtics. And Solid 13 down in Foxborough should be taking a page out of this man's book and getting team chemistry together and not being a selfish person and letting Joe Mazulla coach this team. I apologize to the two Jays because listening to all these other people on talk radio before, split up the Jays and all that stuff. And it was so great to see that these guys hung in there, got their championship. And I don't think they needed Steve Kerr to motivate these guys. These guys, they're not even in their prime yet. And I think they should have a three-peat in them.
I agree.
Yeah, I think you and Kevin are on the same page that they didn't need the motivation. But I'm going to disagree with the both of you because I'm used to standing by myself like a unicorn and say it definitely helped them when people talked about the MVP of the finals got snubbed. I mean, you can't tell me he wasn't better than half of those guys that were on the team. But completely snubbed. And then Jason Tatum, who was the best player, the only All-Pro from the East on that team, they sat him down. Now that hurt. That hurt.
And everyone kept saying that they had an easy. This guy was hurt. This guy was out. They had an easy pass. I think that was motivation enough for them. And I want to answer one of your questions. I think it was the Texas Rangers that the Washington Senators sent into.
That's right, the Texas Rangers. That's right. They became the Montreal. And then I'm going to throw in the other thing. Washington left and became the Texas Rangers. And the team that was the Montreal Expos left Montreal and came down to Washington, became the new Washington Nationals. They couldn't take the Senators' name because, unbelievably, Texas still holds the right to the name Senators. Can you believe this?
I get to say, big up to the Buffalo Sabres, man. They just keep on winning and beating up on number one teams. I don't know what's going on with my Boston Bruins and my Boston Eagles. We dropped one last night. We should have had that game last night. So what do you think, Kevin?
So Wayne, right now BC sits at 4-4.
Woo.
6 wins will get you bowl eligibility, as you know, as a long-suffering BC fan. 6-6, 7-5. Those have been the records that BC has been accustomed to in the past couple of years. I thought we were going to eclipse that. I thought this team looked like an 8. Thank you. Well, We're wrong, but we're still holding out hope. Still can be the best they can finish is 8-4. I was hoping for that, or maybe even a 9-3 to start the year the way they started the year. Now this team, Wayne, looking at the schedule, okay, there's no guarantee with the way BC's played. They've just dropped 3 in a row. Some really bad losses to Virginia and Virginia Tech. Last night was a close game. They probably should have had it. The next 4 games against a Syracuse team who's 5-2, SMU 6-1, number 22 in the country.
Loss.
North Carolina 3-4, and then they finished the year against Pittsburgh 7-0 right now, number 19 in the country. So BC needs 2 wins out of the 4 teams there. Do you think they can sneak in?
I want to hear this.
To get a bowl.
I want to hear this.
To get bowl eligibility.
I want to hear. Let's go.
They're not going to sneak in. They're going to blow doors. They're going to get. Wow. They're going to get those next 2 wins. We are going to get those next 2 wins. I mean, TC got a little hurt on that play when he ran for that first down, hyperextended his leg, and he needed a second to collect himself. But we are going to blow doors on those next couple of games. We are book it.
So 8-4. You're going with 8-4.
I'm going with 8-4. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, listen. That's a possibility, but it's probably not probable. Let me put it that way.
We can hope. Anything can happen in college ball.
Anything is possible. Now, Wayne, you didn't get. How about the George Foreman question? Who did George Foreman defeat to become the world heavyweight champion?
That one, I'm blanking on that one. I'm going to have to let the other callers answer that one for us.
You know what? We can't wait around for that. We're going to give it to you right now. See if you remember this.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Yes. Come on.
And we used to get those fights on national television, ABC, the Wild World of Sports, and now we're paying out of like a nosebleed to get these things on cable.
You got a nosebleed now the way you pay. Howard Cosell with the call. Howard Cosell, down goes Frazier. Listen, we're going to have to get off there because we got a couple of things we want to cover before we move on to the next thing. But thank you, Wayne. You got the Texas Rangers right. And you know what? I am going to give you a crossword puzzle football book. I have one of these things. I'm going to send it to you. We're going to start giving out gifts for people who get it right. I already know your address, but next time for the people to call, Kevin's going to have to take the address, and we're going to send things like T-shirts to people so that they can have gifts for actually answering correctly. If you don't answer correctly, you get nothing. But if you do, you get a gift.
And let's go D. White.
Let's go D. White. Have a good one, Wayne.
Thanks, Wayne. Talk to you, man.
Thank you, Kevin. Bye.